You are being prosecuted under foreign bills of attainder. March 29, 2021 by Anna von Reitz. Text-to-voice synthesis provided by Vidnami. A bill of attainder is a legislated action predefining a class of persons, not people, to be guilty a priori, often without a trial or with a sham trial. Americans are specifically exempted from being prosecuted under bills of attainder by Article 4 of the federal constitutions, but you, unfortunately, are not being recognized as an American. Your federal employees, operating as two foreign, privately owned, for-profit commercial governmental services providers, have deliberately and with malice aforethought, conferred their forms of citizenship on you, and have impersonated you accordingly. This allows them to evade the obligations they owe you and the Constitution, because municipal citizens of the United States, otherwise known as 14th Amendment citizens, never had any constitutional guarantees to begin with, and neither do U.S. territorial citizens, like people born in Puerto Rico, or American military personnel serving overseas. And since these two commercial corporations broadly called, the U.S. Inc. and the USA, Inc., have been engaged in a perpetual mercenary war on our shores since 1860, it should come as no surprise that they have condemned the other side by legislative acts, and they use bills of attainder to prosecute their enemies. Virtually anything that you ever receive from their courts is a bill of attainder which should never, ever, be addressed to you at all. This includes summons, warrants, non-judicial warrants, traffic citations, impound orders, court orders, dockets, etc. These are all bills of attainder, and they are all prejudged no matter what court issues them. Read that. There have been very few actual judicial courts operating in America for the past 50 years, and there has been no actual trial activity as a result. The entire justice system has been run under a system of constructive fraud. The so-called 14th Amendment is a bill of attainder issued by the Board of Directors of the United States of America, Incorporated, the Scottish interloper, operating the Territorial Congress as a legislature. In the 14th Amendment, they condemned all municipal citizens of the United States and prejudged and sentenced them. That's why when your straw man appears in any territorial state of state court or district court, it's a sham. It gives an appearance of justice, but the person in the dock and named on the docket is already prejudged and guilty, and has appeared in answer to a bill of attainder. That's also why when the estate of a living man, presumed to be an infant decedent, for example, Johnson, Lester Allen, appears in one of these courts, it is presumed to be abandoned and subject to administration by territorial bar attorneys as salvage, under maritime law, and already prejudged and subject to the discretion of the judge, and again, has appeared in answer to a bill of attainder. The word decedent can mean what we typically take it to mean, literally dead, a corpse, etc., or it can mean that we have waived our right to an estate or inheritance. Now you know what they are pretending when they use the upper and lower case name and haul you in using bills of attainder. They are using your mother's unwitting witness as the basis to claim that she donated you to them as a ward of their state organization, and that you are presumed to be a British territorial U.S. citizen, a subject of the Queen, and liable to vest all your property interests in the Queen and pay all her debts. That is, in the British system, you are liable to bills of attainder regarding any debt owed to or owed by the Queen. All foreign stuff. And what does Amendment 11 of all three federal constitutions say? Americans are not subject to any form of foreign law. What does Article 4 say? Americans are exempt from bills of attainder. Do you think, just maybe, that it is better to be an American? And that you should be running like a mad dog to reclaim your waived inheritance and birthright political standing, which your forefathers fought and died for? And that you should be holding your foreign federal employees and their principals' feet first to the fire for the breach of trust and other criminal activity that they have promoted here in our country, at our expense? While taking their paychecks from our pockets? Do you wonder where former Chief Justice John Roberts has gone? Go to www.theamericanstatesassembly.net and reclaim your purloined birthright today.